I'm Chris Collecti, and welcome to another episode of Fashion in the Making. This time it's the quilt progress update. So we'll see how I've been doing with my little quilts. First of all, make sure can you hear me? Can you hear music, and can you hear me? Otherwise I'll have to fix it, because I accidentally clicked the exit button on my little voice meter thing. I was like messing with it, and then I accidentally closed. I meant to minimize it, and I closed it. So I opened it back up real fast, and so hopefully it's fixed. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. So we'll give that a minute, see if they tell me if they can hear me or not. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think I can hear myself in this, but you know, sometimes if I can hear me or not. Echo really bad. That's what I thought. I had clicked on the wrong. Okay. So. Alright. Try that again. How's this working? How's this working? Is this working well? What do you think? How's that one working? Yeah. See, that should be good. It's going hello. Okay. Well, tell me how it is now. Fix it. That should be good. I hear you. Really? You hear me twice. I just thought about it. I think this one was still on. How about now? That should have fixed it. I just realized that one was. I was just thinking about it. That one was still. I didn't mute that one, and it will pick me up if I don't. Otherwise, I don't know what I want to do. We'll figure it out. Otherwise, I'll unplug this guy and just do it off that mic, maybe? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I just thought about. I've been playing around with all these features, and it's this other one is got to be muted. Wait, which one did I mute the wrong one? Hello? Yeah. Alright, cool. That's alright, we'll figure it out. Yeah, that's all a learning process for me. But I have been hiding this little guy away. Working good now. Okay, Kurt. Good. Ta-da! Oh, we have another one too. What happened to the other one? Just a second ago. Oh, it's falling. Where did it go? What's that? What did I put in? did I put the other one?
Oh, there it is. Moving stuff around. Yeah, that one says bro, B-R-O, and then all of these are functional. And then that one's functional too, and this one's functional. And then the O only has one. I'm not sure, I might end up redoing this part where it's like red on red. But other than that, I kind of liked it in red. I thought it was very bold. But, you know, I'm not away from redoing it. It's not a big deal either way, if he doesn't like it. And that's what the back looks like. So I've actually like I serged them all, then sewed the actual like pieces together. Yeah, I mean, this is the whole thing. It's essentially done. I just got to put a back onto it, and that way, you know, you don't see this part. But that is done in that sense. It's completely done. Just got to get the back of it done. Yeah, the B is a little weird, but other than that, I like it. So that was the bro one, and then this one is dad. And I wanted to go ahead and finish up this one today. So I wanted to show you, how I would go about this. Is, I got a nice big piece for me. Thank you. I like it a lot too. The quilting and crafting parts of this job are becoming my favorite parts for sure. Always good to iron these things before we sew them. So I went to a new thrift store the other day looking for some new yarn and such. And so I got a new project in the works that is, number one dad for sure, absolutely. But I got another project in the work. I got the thing for $1 for the yarn. So that was, you can't get a better price than that. And all the money, the profit goes to the teachers union, which I thought was really nice. Oftentimes I like to just rip them. I think it's a fun way to cut these things. But you do have to iron it afterwards. Okay. So now we got a nice big piece. It's slightly bigger than what we need, but that's alright. We can always cut it down later. Oh, I forgot to move the second camera. I was going to move it over there. See, this new time slot messed me up. I was still busy figuring out some stuff, and then I was like, oh, it's already 3. Whoops. But that's alright. We'll try out this new time slot and see how it works for me. You can always go back to 4 if I really want. The advantage of being your own boss, you can also set your own time and hours. So I get that nice work-life balance there. Alrighty. Let's Switch to this one. You know, we'll just do it here. There we go. Is it sliding? No, it's good. And I even forgot my little secondary light there, so I'm a little not as bright as I usually am too. But that's alright. This will be a relatively quick one today, probably only a 20-minute video. So I kind of just wanted to show the progress on my quilts, and that was about it, and then just to test the new time slot. Also to show you the cool thing that I got at the thrift store the other day, because I wasn't done talking about that. I kind of moved on myself, but I was like, I forgot to mention, I also got this really cool ruler. Hello! So I don't know if you guys ever seen it before, but have you ever seen a 72-inch ruler? That is what I bought the other day. And I told myself, I was like, man, that's why you shop small right there, because I got that sucker for the best price ever. I have a 36 one. You ready for this? "72 inches. Yeah, the thing is, let me move my chair. Much of my, longer than my arms all the way stretched out. Yeah. Yeah, it's long, and it's actually a T ruler too. So you get like a right angle on it. All for $15. If it shows up, it's like, yeah, but it's only $15. These things originally are $75. If you go to the website, and this thing's pretty much brand new, very little damage to it at all. So you're talking pretty much brand new. I mean, obviously a place like that is a thrift store, so they kind of didn't quite understand what it is. And it's one of those funny things I've learned about the fashion industry, is that a lot of people end up with some of our tools, but they don't really know what they are. So I end up getting a really, really good deal out of it. And, I get something that I can definitely use. I mean, what I'm going to do is put it on this table right here. And then my table is actually only 64 inches. So it actually will hang off, because they'd make a 62 one as well. And I couldn't remember if my table was 64 or if it was 74, but it is 64, so that's alright. I'll just have it hanging over the edge a little bit. But I used it in my professional life multiple times before when I was working at the tuxedo place. We had rulers just like this to be able to measure fabric out, measure all kinds of things. Because when you're making a floor length dress and it goes from your shoulder all the way to the floor, well then it's going to be 70 inches. You kind of need that big jumbo ruler then. Yeah, it was a really good deal, and then they had a bunch of yarn all for $1 for a whole roll of yarn. And so I got some more yarn for my needle punching, or punch needle is technically the more correct term. Needle punching technically is like a different thing. Yeah, but it's a big kick that I'm on this year of like trying to go to a thrift store like once a week or so. Like, look at this other cute little thing I found. It's a fox, but he has shoes on. Isn't that cute? And again, for $1. For $1. Cute little thing, just a little iron on. I think I'm gonna give it to my brother or something. I'll make him like a little rag for his house or his kitchen or something, and then make him like a cute little fox with wearing shoes, which is just kind of silly, but also kind of masculine because it's like it's very streetwear and very cool. I liked it. It was that, and they had a giraffe. Yeah, it's cute, right? They had a giraffe listening to music. But I didn't like that one because it was wearing like the old headphones. He wasn't doing like the new headphones. But yeah. Boom, dad quilt. Dad quilt done. And then the back of it is all stitched down now, so it will stay. So when you go to put your hand in something, it won't kind of flop around too much. I mean, a little bit, a little loose is fine, but you don't want it like see, it's all secured here. So you get that really cool, and this will all be covered with another piece of fabric, so you won't ever see that again. But I wanted to make sure my internal structure was usable, and there you go. Now you can, have your little pockets, and this can be a functional wall hanging. So, it's kind of like a cute thing. Obviously, the idea would be, I could sell these to customers. You can put your name of your company and then have your business cards sticking out of here for each, employee. So, like, if one of them's named Debbie, one of them's named Aaron, and one of them's named Doug or something, then you could kind of, get it that way, right? So that was another kind of like, just an interesting way of like, okay, or, we could display family moments or photos or whatever, But that way you can have a little stash. Put it as for my dad, it'd be some Snickers over here, maybe. We got some extra batteries. The remotes can fit into this guy. That way only the dad gets the remotes, right? And then this one's tissues. That one's for like just used tissues. Isn't that so cool? And then, I'll look it up close again. I got Thor, I got Hulk, all kinds of, things that symbolize my dad there. Very, very cool, right? And then I like this very old vintage fabric. I actually got this, I believe, from my grandmother. I was looking at it, and it's like, I'm pretty sure I got this from my grandmother. Some of her, old, like, vintage 70s denim that she had. So my mother probably had a pair of jeans made out of these same exact material, which is funny, right? But yeah, they're all functional welt pockets. And that way, see my hand, fully gone into the pocket there. And so but it's not loose anymore. But some of the previous ones, they were kind of loose. It's like now I've tied it down, so you have an even higher quality product. Because that's the thing. If I want to charge people money for this, I want something that they can write up in a book about or something like that, right? Like I don't want to, we don't do low quality products in this family, right? We want the top end stuff, all the best stuff. And I really like it a lot. And then, being as we have an extra person in here now, I'll show off this one as well. This one is the Bro Quilts. So you got the B, R, for my brother, and of course the same thing here too. These are all functional, separate pockets. So the B has 2, the R actually has 3, because even this little triangle is a pocket. And then the fourth one is just 1. So circle, O's and circles only have 1. But I did make it like a little bit longer. If you look at these ones, I actually have to trim them a little bit because you can actually see 2 of the pockets. So I made 2 of them a little too long, and so I will have to go by and slip them there. But this one was actually all serged. I'm trying to improve the quality even more and get them all serged, and then only stitch them together where I need to. So that's all nicely stitched together. So it won't, you see, it's not flopping too much. It's staying very still. That way you can really use it and not, yeah, it's a functional piece of art, but it's like you also can, store your stuff in here. Tools or fun toys and games or whatever, right? This one's for my bro. So he can store all his, let's say, gardening supplies. He can put his gardening supplies in there, right? And I picked green for him too, This is actually a silk cotton mix, so it's really soft as well. If you look at it, it's really soft and then all serged on the edge. And I will line this, but it was fraying like crazy, so I went ahead and serged the whole thing. So that way it is one nice piece. And then a nice size too. These are each 8 inches. So 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, 8 inches, and 8 inches. Pretty good, right? You get that moire effect on this one. But yeah, I said this one was only going to be a quick 20-minute one today. Not a super long one. So I did want to just show off my progress. Tell everyone that I am getting busy. Happy, and very happy, and I did up my time slot to 3, not 4, because I think it's just going to be better for everyone, a little bit earlier, because I know people in the East Coast are eating dinner at that time period, so I was like, I'll be your before dinner snack, instead of, yeah, exactly, you can hide the remote in this one. This one goes all the way down, and I made it so it's it basically hits right there, so that one you can really hide the remote in. And it even goes up too, and around. So you can kind of, you get the full space to use. So you could actually shove something inside and say like this, and then put it up as well. See what I'm saying? So it can go fully in there. The mom one is doing alright. I don't like some of the M was a little too small. See, this is the M, and I don't know. I just didn't like this part. I wasn't a fan of this. It just, it didn't look great to me because this is it's floating in space by itself, and it's kind of turning its little nose up. You can see it kind of like that. It's turning its little nose up. So I'm gonna, I think, make the M bigger. Just wider and maybe a little bit down more. Just kind of mess with it. But that's why the mom one is not farther along. Because the O obviously looks great, but the M I'm just kind of stuck on right now. It's alright, we'll see what it is, you know, how if I like it, but I don't really like it. So I was like, I'm gonna finish the bro, I'm gonna finish the dad up, get those done, and then that way I can at least have some progress moving forwards instead of just, you know, sitting there on the M for all day and be like, you know, because the old me would have definitely have been like, I'm bad at it, so clearly I should stop. And it's like, well, no, I actually can do it. I just have to redo to make it so that it's probably more like this, where it's like much thicker, like that A is. I did that on purpose, you see, like I needed that thicker, and it's like this is probably the thin as you can get, and I have it a little bit thinner than that. Yeah, that, or I might end up just like stitching it down, or doing like a top stitch type thing to it. You know, and I've learned a lot too. Like when I was doing this one of like the little tricks that I figured out is I had to sew this. So the R, I was like, you know, the other ones, they're all like perfect squares. Like this one is a perfect square, that one's like a perfect square kind of. And I've learned for like these angles, I had to make them not perfect squares. Like I actually had to serge it along this line so that this one pocket doesn't touch this pocket. Otherwise, they don't lay flat. It was, see, like before, now it's all like one piece, right? And it's 3 pieces, 3 bags. 1, 2, 3 bags. But now they lay flat because I actually, if you look underneath, like I sewed it and kind of like cut and trimmed it. That way, it actually lays so much flatter, but it's still fully usable. Because I mean, I still have a pocket that's going downwards, right? That ends up being a square. You see what I'm saying? But I have to make sure the top part fits that weird angle. So, you know, just having fun with it. Learning all the new tricks of my new trade, you know. And I'm excited about it. And I wanted to show everybody what I was doing, and I'm really proud of myself. And, you know, it's like one of those things, you hit a new little art form like this, and you're like, hey, maybe this can go somewhere, you know? Maybe this is, you know, be written up in a book or something in a couple years, or I'll be at a quilting show, and maybe I can place pretty well, because it's like something that, you know, the other quilts just don't have. And then I'm also going to thinking about trying to understitch some of this stuff. Because if you look really close, it's like you can see the red more than you should technically see it. So I was like, I've been thinking about understitching or maybe interfacing. I'm going to do another one, like a sample from me, that says like Chris, or says, I think I'm doing House of I, like H of I is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to interface the H, the of, and I, and then interface it and see if that will give me a little bit crisper. Because I mean, right now it's like a B, but I want an A plus, right? You know, it was a C or so last quilt was a C. Now I got it up to a B. Now let's get, you know, gotta get that mom quilt up to an A, right? Like we gotta really do it right. And maybe I'll end up redoing some of these, you know. Good practice for now though, and a good way to use up a ton of my fabrics. I have 3 or 4 more yards of this, another yard of that. It's like, thank you. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of myself. It is something that, you know, I've taken time and effort, and I really like it. It's really fun. Now, if I can only get all my, you know, my cameras up and running and all this other stuff, I'll be perfect, right? I found the other day at that thrift store. I've been looking for these. They were out of stock. It's funny enough, they were out of stock at like Target. I couldn't get them. And then I found them at the thrift store. I was like, whoever bought them all at Target just gave them to the thrift store, huh? But these are to put grommets in the curtains so I can finally put my curtains up. Like, you know, the curtains that are usually over there, it's like I can finally put my curtains up. I've had them made, but I didn't have the grommets for it. So, you know, it's one of those things God just provides sometimes, right? I found the thread I need, I found a ruler that I needed, and the curtain rods all from going to a good place that gives all the profits to teachers. It's like the Treasures for Teachers one. So, you know, sometimes you do the right thing, and the right thing helps you back. All right? So that's a good positive message to end on today. And of course, trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world that's safer for everyone. That's my slogan. It's a long slogan, but you know, we got a lot of things in this world. The world's become a complicated place, and sometimes you need a long slogan. And you know, that way you can be proud of yourself and know that you've done the right thing. And that's what I've done. Yeah, they were really nice. The curtain ones, yeah, they're really good. I do like them. I'm gonna use them next time. Make maybe a little video or something of it. It'll be really good. Anyways, guys, thank you. I like my slogan too. I'm gonna get some T-shirts and some stickers and stuff printed up by the end of the year, and you know, get it going. Have it on some shirts and all kinds of fun stuff. I like it a lot. Maybe I'll do a contest or something, you know. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. Talk to you all later. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. See y'all. And then all my live streams, by the way, will be on 3 p.m. because I had like 5-6 people here today. So see, clearly it's a better time. You know, maybe I'll even move up to 2 o'clock. We'll see. We'll see. You know, well, that's not, you know, this whole first year is all, you know, finagling, get the time period right, get the customer right, get the, you know, get it all right, so that way when you get it, it's perfect. Oh, nice. Hey, dude, what's up? Oh, nice. You got is the video up there or something? Well, I'll check my IG for sure, man. For sure. But bye, guys. See y'all later. Remember to trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world safe for everyone. Bye, everybody. Oh, nice, man. I'll watch it now. I'll check it out. And this is what else I've been working on.